Roughly 60% of people are living paycheck to paycheck in North America. Millennials are closer to 75%. Building wealth comes down to the daily habits you repeat. The hardest part is knowing what to do and where to start. There are money habits that we can learn and do to keep us on the right path to financial freedom. Welcome to Inspired Wallets. New videos are added every week. Here is a list of 9 money habits keeping you poor. They are all equally important, so please keep watching. 1. Pay for status. Status is a game played in nature. The male bird that is trying to attract the mate by making a display of flowers and dancing with his feathers spread out. Not exactly the same as someone buying expensive cars, but it points to the fact that we all want to live a little bit better than the guy next door. We do this to let everybody know how well we are doing. Unfortunately, fronting status usually just hurts us in the long run. How many times have you seen someone boasting on social media about the new car or watches and find out that it's just all rented or borrowed for the post? It happens more often than not. If these people put the same amount of work into building a legit business, then they most likely would do really well. 2. Friends. If you surround yourself with people that are always impulsive, never think about the future, or one of your friends does really well financially, any one of these situations can change the dynamic of a friendship. Don't let that change your goals. Don't put yourself in debt just to keep up with the Joneses. We become the sum of the people that we hang out with. If the people you hang around with don't align with forward thinking, then maybe it's time to find a couple new friends. If you find yourself not seeing the point in bar hopping on the weekends with nothing to show for it, other than a hangover and no money, then make a change. Might be fun now, but this will fade over time as your body changes as you get older. One true fact about time is that it's constant unless you can time travel. 3. Not saving for future. The first thing dealing with people looking for future investments for retirement say, I don't have money to save. I have other important things to use my money for. I need to feed the kids, pay the rent, put gas in the car. Thinking this way is definitely not wrong, but it will keep you going around in the same circles. Some small adjustments over time will make a big difference. Paying yourself first every paycheck is a great way to start. Set up a small monthly automatic payment and forget about it. Check it, but don't put anything in that you'll need in the next 6 months. You don't need to put in a lot, but you need to start as soon as possible. If you can't seem to find the money, then look at your credit cards and make a list of purchases you made and see if there's some stuff on there you can do without. It could be takeout food or a new shirt that you don't need. I bet the list is much bigger than you thought. 4. Impulse buying. Every time you go to the store to buy food for the weekend, there are always products pushed in our faces that are meant to trigger an emotion. So you will buy the product for whatever reason. Most of the time, these purchases are impulse buys that are made in the moment based off of our emotions. Oh, my friend would love this. 40% of purchases on e-commerce are impulse buys. Most of the money these companies make are from customers is from upselling them. That means that you see other stuff on top of what you've already bought. This is true everywhere, online or in the store. Think of how many impulse buys you have made on top of the interest that comes along with buying with credit. It's a lot, especially over a lifetime. 5. Minimum payments. Only paying minimum payments on credit will not get you ahead. Often it just leads to a debt spiral. You add more things to your credit cards, then the monthly minimum payment goes up, and it becomes just as hard to pay the minimum, never mind anything like the principal. Unfortunately, at some point there is no fixing it. The minimum payment will become too much at some point. Filing for bankruptcy happens in families too, not just in businesses. If you just make the minimum, then often what you buy ends up being double in price because of all the interest you pay over time. High interest credit should never be used as a debit card. If you can't pay for it right away, then you can't afford it. Unless it's food. You gotta eat. 6. Forgotten subscriptions. After years of downloading apps on our phones or smart TVs, we forget about all the fees that go with these apps. Out of sight, out of mind. Or that gym membership that we never really used. 50% of Americans say they have unused subscriptions. It often starts with a free trial, then you forget and months go by. Before you realize it, it's still being added to your credit card. This happens with so many things in life. Every so often, check your cards and accounts to see if there's something you don't need to pay for anymore. This money can be used to pay off more credit, invest, or build up an emergency fund. 7. Not tracking. It's very difficult to know where to start with the money habits when you don't know where you are financially. Spend a little time and write down your expenses and income. Doing this might hurt a little bit in more ways than one, but it'll let you know where you are. Numbers don't lie. And you can start to make little changes, one thing at a time. Over a long period of time, it will all add up. This will give you more control over your financial future. 8. Not investing sooner. The compounding effect is one of the strongest tools for investing in the stock market. It compounds interest on the interest gained as well as what you added to the fund over time. Most people that invest send money once a month to an investing account, either at a bank or with a broker. It's very easy to set up. You join the site, link your bank account, and set up monthly payments to the account. That's it. Starting a decade younger with investing will almost double your money. The compounding effect is no joke. If you're looking for a great place to start investing, then try Wealthsimple. Use the code to get free stocks or crypto. The link is in the description. 9. Tax strategies. There are tax strategies everywhere, you just need to know where they are. Having a bad accountant can really hurt you down the road. Knowing the basics is probably a good idea if you are a business owner. Taxes are a whole world in its own. It can get really complicated very quickly, and every part of the world it has its own different rules. It's different from state to state or province to province. Also, as an investor, you can take advantage of tax-free accounts, meaning any dividend or capital gains you get is tax-free. You can reinvest for retirement, or you can use the dividends to pay bills now. These accounts do come with limits. Only a certain amount is allowed to be added to the account every year. It's different every year, and for a different account. So many people go through life not caring about this kind of stuff at all. This kind of stuff isn't common sense. It's something we need to fight to learn. Don't be one of those people that lives with regret. Be one of the ones that looks back and smiles. Since you are here and still listening, you are on the right track. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, ring a bell for future notifications, and make sure to subscribe. What is a great habit you have? Do you have a favorite that's not on this list? Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to check out these other videos on the Inspired Wallets YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.